How's it going, guys? Emilio from XWRECKS here. Today I'm going to show you on an XF. Let's say you have the hazard light switch, the headlight switch, or this one, the interior light. I'm going to show you what happens, or show you how to fix it, so to speak, when you go to actually open it up. And sometimes you'll find it'll work, sometimes it won't work. Sometimes if you actually wiggle the handle or the actual knob itself, so to speak, you'll find that it's turning on and off intermittently. Right, what you can do, you can actually pull this apart and clean it and get it working decent. This is the way how you do that. First of all, you got the two clips on either side here. Just use a flathead, pop them out a little bit. So once you've done that, you just slowly want to pry it open, like so. So what I usually do is hold this headpiece, and whichever is facing upwards, pull that one out first. See how I've got it like that? I'm just using two fingers here. It's nice and easy. Okay. This is one I've already done. I'm just going to try and show you exactly what's happening. So if you have a good look, what it is you've got these contactors here, all right? There's a little spring, there's a little ball bearing there. These contactors here will touch the contactor like this on the opposite end of it. So if I pull this apart, like so, don't lose the ball bearing, whatever you do. These are ones I've already cleaned up. These contactors were full of gunk and it was turning on and off, and sometimes didn't even work. So all I've done, just slowly pull it out, wire brush or so. Don't take off too much, just take off enough so it cleans it up enough. That's the main area there. This whole main area is what you want to clean. You can even see some of the gunk behind it there. That's all I've gone and ended up doing. These simply just click in like so. They don't really stay in there properly, so they're a bit little loose. That's just how they are. You could probably even put a dab of super glue underneath it, because the other side doesn't get affected. The other side. So what you could do, clean that little area there. So clean this little area here. Put a little dab of super glue there. Put that on there, and then they'll hold on there. Up to you. Me personally, I'd rather leave it as it is. So if it happens again, or eventually if it does happen, I can just pull them straight out to make it easier. So you want to do that on both sides. So that's one side there, and that's the other side there that I've done. As you can see, they're very clean now. Clean enough anyway. This can be the tricky part. When you want to put this back on, you see how it sits. Whatever way you see fit to put it on, you do yourself. That's a spring there. The ball bearing has to be in front of it. So this, you'll see there's a little locking tab there. So as you move it, see how it moves up and down, like so. Spring sits in there. So what I'll do is the other thing I did do, the actual little ball bearing itself, I put it in a rag and just gave it a quick wipe. I had quite a bit of gunk on it also. So I actually put the ball bearing in first. Then I'll follow with the spring. And all I'm going to use is a small pick tool to pull back the spring at the same time, so it's in there properly. Whatever you find works, you do. So I'm just pulling the center of it. So when the spring's pretty much located, like so, then just using the flathead to kind of push it so it's all the way in there properly. Done. That's in there now. So now I'm holding it together to make sure it doesn't pop out again. For the next one, what I'll do, might be a little bit hard to see, but I'm going to hold it from here. So I'll hold this down, and with the switch, I'll leave it all the way open, so to speak. This little tab here, I'll actually put under it, and I won't try to locate it just yet. I'll try and click it down first, and I'll locate it after. Now I'm just making sure the metal tabs are still in place. So funny enough, they aren't. So all I'm going to do is just try to wiggle them around and get them in the right spot again. Okay, there's one. Oh, this one doesn't want to go in properly. So what I'm going to try and do now is actually hold it like that. So if I use one finger to hold that in, work with it, come on. There we go, and just locate it quickly. Yep, that's located. So all I want to do now is squeeze this together and make sure the tabs are both pushed in like so, which they are, and that's it. And you'll find it actually moves a bit freer also. If it helps, these here, make sure they go back in the right spot. I've already noticed something that I've done a mistake. This tab here is actually meant to be here. This is just a demonstration anyway. So that little tab there, that pin, should have been on this side. It should be all four. So if you want to, when you take it off the car, take a photo of that in so you know what it looks like. Cheers, guys.